But we found a problem. Check this out. Wipe the fucking bearing. I don't know if you can see down up in there, but I think the cam's fucked too, cause she's fucking ate up right there. That's a lot of wear. Ladies and gentlemen, I just want to run good. Alright, I'm confused. So I took the fucking bearing off. I mean, it's 8, but look. Bearing's still on there, and I believe it was just spinning, right? So I believe, look how it was eating into the crank. That's what she looks like. Also makes a good fuck. So these should pop right off. Look at that. What the fuck was that? You don't understand how rough this is. The fuck? Why did it do that? Well, the good news is the fucking cylinder's perfect. Beautiful. Cross hatch and everything. So the cylinder did not get damaged. The crank is fucked. So it will need machine work and a new crank and shit, because I highly doubt. Alright, I think I figured out what happened, and I want to show you something. These are the bearings out of the melted piston. Once you look closely, I know it ain't easy on camera. See the little grooves in them? See them grooves? See the thickness? These have a lot of girth left on them. These bearings don't look all that bad. They wasn't spun. Now look at these. Here's the spun bearings. See how fucking thin they are? Like literally I can bend them. Where's the grooves at? There is no fucking grooves to hold each other. So all they're doing is spinning on that crankshaft. Eating it. That's where all the metal came from. See, so literally no fucking, I mean, it's like thin as, it's sharp as fuck, it's so thin. There's no grooves. So here's my theory. I think you can barely see a groove right here. Barely. Since it's just on that cylinder, I believe somebody took these bearings out at one point and installed them wrong. That's just my theory, and I wish to God I would have actually noted. This one's way fucking thinner than this. And this one. To the point where this could actually slip under. That's exactly what happened. I could actually push that one under. Just like that. So that the thin one was literally, I think, just... That made the fucking slack. Once you get that thin, there's no Jesus Christ. You can really see it on that difference. There's no tolerant. I mean, it's out of spec. It's there's no resistance. That's where all the slack came. Whenever this thing burned itself alive. And if it would have never been ran, whenever it was noticed, the crank would probably still be good right now. Is my theory. Let's take a look at the crank. Yeah, I was thinking about... Oh yeah, and the fucking rings on this thing is incredible. I know somebody had to do the rings, because this thing... See, the thing about new rings is you can gap them. And so if you make them bigger, then there's more resistance on the engine, but it seals better. Okay, you following me? Well, these rings seal like a motherfucker, dude. I mean, the other ones, I mean, but you can just... I mean, they just seal better now. Look at the other one. So I can turn it with one hand. And it makes the same sound. So, I mean, I think they did the rings and they installed up that bearing wrong, and it fucked them bad. One fucking mistake, a fuck you. Hit it. Hang on, there's metallic noise. Smooth. So back to what I was saying, like a motherfucker. My fucking rings are fucking pristine on this son. That's why I did not smoke a fucking lick. Cause look at this. Get out. Them are some thick old boys. This cylinder itself, other than nah. That's gonna catch a bearing and spin it in a second. But the fucking rings are pristine. I'm proud of that. It's so crazy how, you know, these two engines have two way different problems. One's got great this, and the other one's got bad that. But the fucking cylinder was awesome. I just need a new crank for it. I don't need machine work to throw a stock crank back in this. You just undo these bolts and throw it back in and put new bearings in it. As far as the fucking main bearings go, I mean, the crank's fine. I can turn this engine over and there's no knocks. It's smooth as butter. So, in theory, a new crank, a new piston, block cement. I honestly think. And I can get a crank for like 20 bucks. At bone stock, you know, I need it bone stock because these pistons are stock. And on the cheap, I mean, this is probably the cheapest 300 horsepower you can fucking buy. I don't even want to hear about LS, but, oh, and a cam, because I don't like, I don't know if you can see that. Where the fuck is that light? I got a surprise. GoPros are dead. We're recording with our phone. The light. Aliens got it. No, he fucking didn't. They could at least probed my ass. Alright, so I don't know what the fuck I did with my flashlight. God. Anyways, fuck. Anyways, that cam. See if this thing turns over without making a fucking rod knock. Okay. Oh my god. I'm gonna fucking sneeze. You get a good glimpse of that. Have some of that. I don't want to smash my